subscribe for me. And also make sure you check out Doug in Exile down in the description. Let's get to the video.
Jessica Tarlov gets completely destroyed on Fox News by Leo Terrell. He's a civil rights attorney is how they bill him. I don't know much of him before, but man, I like him. This guy's a firebrand. He completely destroys the Five's Jessica Tarlov in this section. Welcome to Doug in Exile.
Joe Biden's job performance numbers from now to 4 years ago, and you put these up, you can see now he's at 41%, April of 2021, 54%.
Well, he's actually doing a lot better than he was just a few weeks ago. About the polling that's come out since the State of the Union, and things have just been going in the upward direction for President Biden. The fundraising, obviously a huge piece of this. 24 hours after the State of the Union, $10 million, $25 million tonight. It's looking pretty good, while Donald Trump's campaign and certainly the RNC has really been struggling.
Oh, he's making lots of money, and Jessica Tarlov is trying to say that proves he's popular, even though we just now saw these disastrous polls for Biden. He's down compared to where he was in 2021 against Trump. It's a disaster. Many Democrats are seeing a problem. Jessica Tarlov is going, everything's good, it's all looking positive, he's got a bunch of money. It's not enough. Remember, they're raising $35 million for Biden. Trump just this week made $2 billion on his Truth Social campaign. He could sell off some stock and make up for that $50 million, $100 million, $250 million in a snap if he decided to self-fund his campaign. That's why the money for Biden is people they hate him, but they're giving him money because they were trained to hate Trump more. They know that Biden's just a puppet. So they're just trying to pay and go, get that Obama puppet. We'll do 4 more years of it.
So yes, at 41%, it's not as bad as it was. It certainly has room to grow. But I do think that we are on a better track, and we know, unfortunately, because of Citizens United and the way that elections exist in America, that money matters a lot. And so I'm thrilled to see that the president is bringing in these kinds of dollars. It's a sign of faith that grassroots donations, as well as big donors, believe in him and want to win in November, and I'm ready.
Now comes Leo Terrell, demolishes Jessica Tarlov here. I love him. Watch this.
Well, you know what? Money's not going to win the election for Joe Biden. Let me be very clear. Standing next to 2 former presidents is not going to convince American voters to vote for Joe Biden. Fox came out with a poll yesterday. Look at the numbers. He's underwater on issues of immigration, inflation, crime, and then he insults the intelligence of every New Yorker when there is a police officer who was murdered, and that he's going to fundraise in a city that is lawlessness, a city that is having migrant crime. It's disingenuous. The American people have voted a vote of no confidence of Joe Biden. Everyone knows that, and he can raise $100 million. But the American voters are going to be very loud and clear in November. They're going to vote for President Trump.
Yeah, they're going for Trump. And Leo Terrell brought up a detail that came up this weekend with that Officer Diller, who was shot by a multiple offensive criminal in New York. That Alvin Bragg has they've sprung him from jail many times. They will not prosecute him. He had a funeral. Trump attended this fallen officer's funeral. Meanwhile, Biden has a big public fundraiser.
So, love Trump or hate Trump, he is definitely a man for the people, and that's one thing we will all agree on, and one we can all appreciate.
With Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, showing where the Democrats are to the people, not taking responsibility for what they did to this cop by being anti-cop, catch and release of criminals and letting them go. So that this cop eventually found out the cop had a wife and 1 kid. And guess what Trump did? I read this over on Gateway Pundit, I believe. Trump paid off his mortgage since he left a wife and a 1-year-old son.
A man of the people.
Very quietly paid off her mortgage. So shows the different values between Biden and Trump.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of those protesters are frequent voters. This usually happens, that there are people who are out there kicking up a big storm or tweeting up a big storm, and then they don't necessarily show up at the polls. And November is a long way away, but what's going on in Gaza is a big issue for them, and the president has made it clear that he certainly hears them, and he's trying to find a solution where we can have a humanitarian fix for the Palestinians, but also make sure that Israel is allowed to finish the job and to get those hostages home.
She's trying to play both sides. Democrats don't want to in any way help Israel. They pretend to. Chuck Schumer pretends to. Many of them pretend to, but they don't. They end up undermining Bibi Netanyahu as a candidate. Just imagine who of these Democrats would allow a foreign entity to come into our country and start saying, we need to undermine Biden. You know what I mean? They don't do it. But they do it to Bibi Netanyahu. These are hardened anti-Israel, anti-Semites. Now, let's just listen to Leo Tyrell here, because he's going to smack Jessica around and bring her into the truth.
So look, Joe Biden has a Michigan policy. Kowtow, the pro-Palestinian group in America, he has abandoned Israel. And you want to know, it's not just Israel. He's abandoned Jewish Americans attending universities. I mean, let's be clear. Joe Biden will do anything to win Michigan. Throwing our biggest ally under the bus, throwing Jewish Americans under the bus at these universities, shame on Joe Biden. This is ridiculous. It's outrageous.
Holy moly, turn off the fire hose. He is destroying her. He's just wiping her, smashing her face in it. He is demolishing the Democrat Party, Biden, and Jessica Tarlov. He's like, you abandoned Israel. And he also knows, that Biden has abandoned the black voter, the one the Democrat Party thought was in their pocket. They've abandoned all y'all for anyone else coming over the border. Hispanic, Chinese, you can be from Iran. It's like black people who suddenly. That's your Democrat Party, guys. They don't care about you. They use you, toss you aside. So they use the Jews and they toss them aside as soon as they got some other favorable group like the Palestinians and Muslims in Michigan, because Biden's trying to win Michigan.
As the only Jewish American on the panel, I think, Teresa, I'm not sure.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well,
that's not
you
the
said
point.
Jewish
Victims. Always playing the victim.
American. I am a Jewish American.
Okay.
Terrell's going like, don't play that. Don't give me that. And I agree. You play that card, hey, as the only black person here, let me tell you what all black people think. What she's saying is, as the only Jew here, let me tell you what Jewish Americans think. It's no. There's black liberal and conservatives, and there's Jewish liberals and conservatives, and they're going to fall right into their party line. So don't give me this black, don't give me this Jew stuff. I'm a white guy. There's white liberals and there's white conservatives. So if I try to come out and go, on behalf of all whites, you know what I mean? And then I only give you conservative points, you're pretending like the ideology is tied to your DNA, which is false. Your DNA tells you nothing
on figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
About your politics or morality. What you do is what you judge, not your DNA. So don't give me this Jew stuff, Jessica.
No.
You're a big time Democrat, and you're going to defend Joe Biden, notwithstanding the numbers, and you know he's throwing Israel under the bus, and he's throwing Jewish American students under the bus at all these universities. It's sickening.
Got her. Jessica, what you believe is sickening.
Yeah, I'll give you 10 seconds, Jessica.
I'm in. Jewish American, telling you that there are definitely issues with the policy. I loved how Joe Biden came out of the gate as the strongest supporter in the international community of Israel. I know that he wants a solid fix. I know that he also understands that even within Israel, there are problems with Bibi Netanyahu's leadership. And I think that what you're saying, Leo, is very dangerous, just like what President Trump was saying is
Dangerous?
very dangerous.
Dangerous?
Why
To
are
throw,
you
to,
yelling?
throw, to throw Israel under the bus?
Why
Oh, give
are
me a
you
break.
yelling?
Get him, Terrell. Leo, dead on. Oh, now you're calling us dangerous. This is what Democrats do. Oh, now you're dangerous. Look at Leo. I love him, man. This guy's my new favorite Fox News guy.
Give me a break.
Throw me
You
under the
threw
bus. I
Israel
just
under the
said,
bus.
yeah, there are a lot of very disappointed people in this country. Just saying, we're going to wrap this up.
All right, you guys, let me know who won this debate in the comments below. Just put in the word of the name that you think won. Jessica or Leo? Jessica or Leo? I'm Doug in exile. Subscribe.
It's easy to play the victim when you know you've lost. Like, you're sitting here pointing fingers, you're doing this, you're doing that, and not taking accountability. You lost, just get over it. Well, let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, and make sure y'all like the videos. Also, make sure you check out Doug in Exile down in the description. Y'all take it easy.